Hi, and welcome back to Pappy Tinkers. I'm here today to show you what's in the box and find out for myself what's in this 1970 Ford Galaxie police car from the Diamonds Are Forever movie. This is one that I picked up from Ollie's the other week for the very bargain price of $12.99. We can see the box has some movie posters from the movie with the old Sean Connery. We can see a look at the decals, some numbers. It looks like Las Vegas Police. Two different types of dashboards, one with the wood grain, one with the more basic plastic. It'll have the side marker lights. Nice light bar. I don't think I've seen that kind of push bar on a police car before, but it does have spotlight, antennas, some CBs and radios, spotlights, looks like dog dish, and best of all, this 429 engine, the Boss 429. That right there is pretty much worth the price of the kit. And on the back we've got a breakdown of the basic parts. So let's go ahead and get into this. Alright, as we get into this, the last police car that I remember building, I bet most of you won't even remember, but it was the Force 440 Dodge Monaco. I want to say it was by MPC, but I was a teenager when I built it, so it's certainly been a few years. Set this over here, and we've got chrome tree up first. Molded in headlights on this big old bumper and grille. Great big huge back bumper with the backup lights molded in. We see these massive 429 valve covers, and it feels like it's got the spark plugs already in there, so that's cool. Let's see, part of the light bar right there, some spotlights, radio, antenna wires for the radios, some of the old plain dog dish hubcaps. Nothing too fancy. Oh, there's one of the spotlights or speakers. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Oh, we've got a combination of the red bubblegum machines and the blue bubblegum machines. So I don't recall what was in the movie or what was used in that time. But maybe you want to build this kit as something else and simply just want to have the lights for another project. That would also always be cool. It's got the one-piece windshield and back window. For a police car, the back windows are typically rolled up like 24/7. Ask me how I know. Let's open this body and look at let's check out this body here. Sorry if you hear one of the dogs whining. I don't know why. Because it's a dog and he can, I guess. A pretty basic interior tub. Very fine engraving for the insides of the doors or the insides of the seats. Back seat shouldn't have much of anything either way, but the only way you'd be able to pick out any details is simply with paint or Molotov markers. So the tub is pretty basic. It shouldn't be too hard to make rolled up windows. You might want to do that for the inside of this car. How about the body in general? The lines on the top of the fender are pretty sharp. Run a sanding over that. You can see the faint outline of where the screws will go to screw this in. Pretty prominent marker lights on the side, front and rear. The panel lines for the doors are very faint, and I think I would take a panel scriber and deepen those up a little bit. The body is plenty thick enough for that. And as I'm looking at the body, it looks, well, old. It looks like it's been sanded a little bit. I'm pretty sure to make this look decent, you're going to need to put a coat of primer on this just to get rid of these light scuff marks on it. I know a police car isn't supposed to be nice and bright and shiny, but well, maybe you'll get away with it. I think I'd also take a panel line scriber to the, I don't know if this is showing up, just how shallow these lines are. However, the chrome molding along both sides, that's pretty prominent, and you won't have a difficult time using either a marker or bare metal foil on those. And the same for the windshield wipers. They're actually rather prominent as well. Galaxie 500, very fine on the trunk. Check out the frame. It's a very solid and beefy frame with just the frame cross members, the gas tank, the trunk pan. It looks like it's going to have metal axles for both. There's a nice texture on the bottom of the frame, as well as a line running that I believe is supposed to represent the emergency brake cable. But this will work. Still be a very sturdy base for something. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 nice sized tires. Squishy. Very faint Goodyear on the tires, but it's not like you're going to make these white letter tires anyways. Nice tread, a little bit thicker. That was common on a lot of police cars, and still is, that they'll have slightly bigger than standard wheels. These will also work good on any muscle car of the area if you want just slightly thicker than stock. Wait a minute, let's see. I believe I have one from my 68 Roadrunner right over here. Where is that? Yeah, I have the tire for my 68 Roadrunner right here. Let's see if these tires are any wider or same size. It is a different tread pattern, but they appear to be the exact same size. There's a whole lot of plastic bag for very few parts. Oil pan, radiator, big dish steelies with pretty nice detail in them. Pretty plain dashboard. Big dashboard. I forgot how big these dashboards were in those cars. And well, with the decal, most of this will be covered anyways, or you can try to paint it in. The decals are going to look better. Big old bench seat, and there's actually a nice texture on this seat, which was common in the time, that the top part would be more of a vinyl and the rest of it would be more cloth-like, and they do a very good job of representing that. We got a plain Jane steering wheel, exhaust and rear end all molded in as one piece. That'll make it nice and easy and should look pretty decent. If you wanted to build this as maybe somebody picked this up as a police option, you can get rid of this factory exhaust and switch it out with something different, because after all, it still had the 429 engine, and those were rather popular to be picked up by anybody else. Run around town for a little bit in it, have some fun, then drop that big 429 into something else. They have a plug in with the kit, so that if you don't want to build the engine and you want to make this more of a curbside, you can just put this into the bottom of the frame and don't have to worry about anything else. Great big hood. If there's any, nope, there's no lettering or logos on the hood. And that's the seat back. We got a nice firewall here with lots of wires on it, blower motor. It looks like that's supposed to be the brake fluid reservoir. Starter, probably speakers for the thing, distributor, coil, oil filter, 12-gauge shotgun, which is actually pretty nice. There's not a whole lot of kits or places that you can get things like this for building the police cars, and that one actually looks like it's supposed to be the police version with the 18-inch barrel. This push front end, if you want to make put that on a tailgate, that'll come in useful. It's got very nice wood grain on it. You just have to dress up the back a little bit to make it look more like actual framework on it. I believe this piece right here would probably be part of the light bar, because I didn't see it on the chrome tree. I have to do some sanding and some cleanup for that. Smooth it out, get rid of those injection marks. Yeah. And here's this 429 block. Well, you can see the metal axle would be going straight through it. So if you want to put this in something else, you might want to fill up that gap. There is very little detail to the block itself. I don't see a fuel pump, rather plain carburetor, just the one intake manifold. There's no cast texturing to this block. But if the kit is going into a model with a closed hood, that stuff won't matter. If you're going to try to put it into some kind of T-bucket or something that displays the engine, then you might want to look at the other options. Look how delicate this fan is. and how long the shaft is. Wow. We got battery. Here's my 2 steel axles and 4 screws. The decals look pretty much the same as they did on the box from what I can see through here, and I'm not going to cut it open right now because I can't quite get that paper to line up, and I don't want to cut it. All right, well, let's cut it from the other ankle. Be smarter than the plastic bag, Pappy. Yeah, Pappy's smarter than the plastic bag. The decals look pretty good, and this dashboard, that's going to look way better than the whole rest of the interior. That's going to be the highlight of the whole interior. Well, that and the shotgun. The directions are going to be very basic because this is a pretty basic kit. I forgot to look and see what the part count was, but I doubt that it's very high. I doubt that it's over 70. It might by the time you count in the lights and radio stuff. But other than that, you know what? You want a nice old police car? This kit will do just fine. Painted black and white, painted up as kid's first car that he got from a police auction for a song and a dance, and likes to go out on Friday and Saturday nights and race it. It'll make a great kit for that too. Hey, if you haven't done so yet, hit that like and subscribe button, and come back soon and see us on Pappy Tinkers.